Good morning students, welcome to online class. Hope you are keeping well by the grace of God. So students, today I am going to teach you English literature from your NCERT book, the supplementary book, Moments. Chapter number 7, The Last Leaf by O. Henry. The Last Leaf by O. Henry. It is one of the remarkable short stories in the field of English literature by O. Henry. O. Henry's original name is William Sidney Porter. Guys, you open your notebook. Note down the original name of O. Henry is William Sidney Sydney Sidney Porter Porter William Sidney Porter, but generally he is known as O. Henry. Just like H. Munro, he is known as Saki. So O. Henry, he is one of the renowned and popular short story writers in the field of English literature. And he was an American author, and he was born in September 11, 1862. September 11, 1862, and died in June 5, 1910. 1910. So guys, since I don't have the textbook with me, previously also I told you, but you have the textbook. I hope so. Most of the students, you are having the textbook, Moments. Those who have book, you can go through, you can read the chapter well, thoroughly. Then you will be easy to understand, because the language quite lucid, easy, and whatever the words, those are mentioned in the glossary or in glossaries or in book, you note it down in your copy, and the words you cannot understand, underline with pencil, note down in your notebook, search the words and note it down in your notebook and memorize it. Just you have noted down and now you have forgotten. My work is done. You have to memorize it, because now you are promoted to class 9. You are no more in the junior section. Now you have become part of senior. So part of senior section. So The Last Leaf, it is one of the remarkable short stories of O. Henry. So guys, I don't want to exaggerate the chapter, neither I don't want to exaggerate my teaching. Today I am going to tell you the half of the summary of the story, half of the synopsis of the story. What is the content? Half only. And in the next lecture, I will tell you the full, the remaining part of the story. So, in this story, The Last Leaf, we find three characters. Three characters, two female and one male. Sue, S-U-E, Sue, Johnsy, and Berman, B-E-H-R-M-A-N, Berman. Sue and Johnsy, two young girls. They are artists or painter. So they have migrated to America, and they are staying in an artist colony and they are the struggling artists. They are poor. So in a cheap type house, they are residing on rent in Greenwich, America, and their area or their locality, it is known as artist colony, where most of the inhabitants of that area, they are not rich, they are poor, and most of them are struggling people. That means they are struggling for their profession or occupation. So Sue and John C., they are bosom friends, means close friend, and they are staying in the third floor of a building, an old building, third floor. And in the ground floor, a German old man, he is struggling, though he is quite senior. In spite of that, with an ambition, he is struggling. He is also a painter, he is also an artist, and he is known as Berman. His name is Berman, old Berman, but he belongs to Germany. So one day, the John C., she falls ill, and she is suffering from high fever, temperature, and later it was detected that she is suffering from pneumonia. And you know very well pneumonia, high temperature, and some delirium also. Delirium means it is due to high temperature. Often the patient, they do speak irrelevant things. Sometimes it happens their brain gets discharged. There is no balance, what is coming out of the mouth and what is the brain is saying. That is called delirium. So John says she is in a state of delirium because she is having high fever due to pneumonia, and doctor, he visits time to time, and Sue, her best friend, she is doing her level best for her friend. She gives her medicine time to time, regularly. She gives her food according to her diet. She takes intense care of her, and she is also upset due to her friend or due to her friend's illness. And John C., she always tries to keep Sue, she always tries to keep John C. busy in something. So she drags her that canvas stand, that canvas board in John C.'s room, and she starts painting before her because she wants to see her happy. She wants to keep her happy, so that her mind will be diverted to any other subject. But still John C., she is in a state of despair, distress. She is upset. But Sue, she is not given up hope. Doctor also comes time to time. He visits, but at last the doctor also says, secretly, he says to Sue that one thing, that negative thought, John C., she is inculcating or she is cultivating in her mind that it is pneumonia and I will not survive. And death is too near to me, I know. So the doctor also suggests Sue to take care of her. One day, one phenomena happens, one incident happens when she notices that because they stay in the third floor of a building, and just in front of the window, that means where Johnsy, her bed is there, she lies on the bed, just in front of that window there is an ivy creeper. Ivy, that means vine, grapes, tree, that is creeper, and it is visible from the window. And Johnsy, she was counting something, murmuring, and her count, she was uttering countdown, that means downwards, in a reverse manner. Then Sue, that day she discovers that this is the reason that Johnsy, she is not improving. When Sue asks Johnsy what she is saying and what she is murmuring, Johnsy replies that every day I notice one leaf falls down, and one by one, many leaves have been fallen. So I am counting when the last leaf will fall down, that day I will die. That day I will die. That is why I am counting in a reverse order. Countdown. She is doing. Sue was very upset, and she tries her level best to convince her there is nothing like that. You just eradicate, you just remove all these negative thoughts from your mind. My dear, I love you like anything. Nothing will happen, because Sue loves Johnsy as her sister, because they both are bosom friends. They both are struggling artists in the artist colony in Greenwich. And that old Burman who stays in the ground floor of the same building, he also often he comes and he does counseling to Johnsy and gossips with her, with two friends. He visits old Burman. He is also a struggling artist, and he says that you will see, one day I will definitely create my masterpiece. And he says, I promise I will definitely create my masterpiece. Up till now, I could not do anything. I am not at all an established artist. But one day, definitely, people will take my name, because I will create my masterpiece. So guys, this much. This is the synopsis, half of the synopsis up till now.